YouTube. It is your pal Two Wheel Maniac, and I'm crazy. My bike died the day before my trip. My bike wouldn't start. No crank, no start. So immediately, I'm like, all right, it's a VFR. So maybe it's the regulator rectifier. But I'd done my research and I tested everything before I put it all back together. That wasn't it, because everything was good about a week and a half ago. So I was like, all right, I'm pretty sure that's not it. But I'd hit the starter button and nothing would happen. No ticking of the relay. My lights would dim, like the starter was trying to go. And there was some draw in the system. Ooh, but nothing would happen. And then I'm looking and seeing that my HIDs are making a weird noise. So I turn on my high beam, and my high beam just doesn't light up. And my high beam is just a regular halogen. So I'm like, you know what? I think my battery's dead. So I take the tail off and I start messing around, looking at things. And I thought the HIDs were on this relay system. But they're not. They're on their own relay that draws. These HIDs are pretty crappy ones. They don't have their own relay. You just plug the ballast pretty much into the stock H4 headlight, and then it's an HID power the rest of the way. So I was like, huh, I wonder if that's part of the issue. So I disconnect all the HIDs, and then I realized, wait a minute, the battery I think is dead. So while in there, I realized that relay wasn't connected to the HIDs. It was connected to my heated grips that I used this morning because it was cold. It was just running off of battery power and that switch. So because that switch was on from this morning, they were running all day. But it's not like leaving a headlight on where you can see that. So when I go out at 4 o'clock to show my lovely exhaust naughty noises to my boss, the bike wouldn't start. We tried to push start it down a small hill, but we didn't get enough speed. So my other buddy who rides as well, like my boss, comes over. We give it a nice spirited push. Pretty much down the hill that if we push it down, I'm not walking it back up. And I got enough speed and started it. So I ran it around the block. It's not enough juice on there from just riding it around the block to actually charge the system. So when I stopped, went inside to finish doing my daily tasks and getting all my stuff sent out for end of day reports, all that good stuff. I came back out 30 minutes later. Battery doesn't have enough juice. It tried to turn over, but didn't have enough, so we had to push start it again. When we first bump started, my boss was inside in his office, and my coworker, he was inside. My coworker saw me start it up, and my boss IMs him. He's like, "Where's Rusty? Is that his bike I hear?" My boss's office is like in the core of the building. So for him to hear it, that means everyone in the building heard it. I mean, I was ripping. I was hanging out in the 910. But yeah. So we got it. Everything's fine. I was just an idiot, and I was freaking out and not thinking clearly because I was really nervous that this trip was going to get canceled. but at this point it's still a go. Gonna throw this on the tender tonight.